Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
All right, now on hopefully some happier news, I got to check out a comic called Deadpool Bad Blood. This is a graphic just came out, dude, starring the Merc with the Mouth, but written by one of the original creators. Written and drawn, penciled, by one of the original creators. And not the good one.
Okay.
Rob.
I'm like, wait, which one?
Rob Liefeld himself. Yeah. I'm not the only one in the house that got to take a sneak peek at this gem. Jay.
Yeah, I got a sneak peek of it. I mean, out the box, I was really impressed with the cultural references. I mean, it's not one of those things I should be surprised of. I mean, first like 5 pages. I mean, he does the Martha reference from DC, which is hilarious. He goes, "Wait, let me guess. Is your mother's name Martha?" I almost fell off the damn chair when he said that. Great reference, as well as he goes, "What is this guy, John Cena in the Terminator?" So I mean, he's one of those. Hold on, what? So, I mean, I shouldn't be surprised because, I mean, it's something we get with Deadpool, but it's something that I actually enjoyed. I mean, artistically, the way it's drawn, it's drawn very similar to comics that I've seen when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the image work that I saw.
Well, one of the reasons for that is because it was done by one of those original dudes. Rob Liefeld is one of the original founders of Image Comics.
Yep,
also one of the primary Marvel Comics guys in the 90s. Also, one of the main reasons I didn't read Marvel back then because I hated his artwork and I read DC. And I'm just like, why is everybody all extra huge? Why are their eyes all squinty? Pouches. Why do women have like all ass but no hips?
Yep.
You know why? You know
the pouches, dude. The
okay. And here, I'm glad you brought that up, brother. This is a thing that I actually realized, and for years I've tried really hard not to hate on Rob Liefeld, to give him benefit of the doubt. Like, people have been like, crapping on this dude for decades, and let's see what's up. And then his last few attempts, including this awful Teen Titans book, kind of cemented that hatred. This brought me back a little. Because dig this. I know. And I'm glad. Your reaction then, your reaction now, when I started this review, I'm glad. Because you're someone who's familiar with comic and Liefeld's work specifically and why it's been so...
Well, he doesn't draw feet.
Yes. And I noticed a lot of growth in this book.
Okay.
Like from page 1, not just a lot of growth and self-awareness. Now, brother, I'm not sure how familiar you are with the tropes Liefeld's developed and a lot of the flack that he gets for things that he does a lot, that he's done a lot. But he's very aware of those and he's trying to get better. Even though he's been in the game for 30 years now.
35 years or something like that.
So we'll see how much he's got left to do. But this book, he wrote it. And they were jokes about, why aren't there more pouches? Here's what you need to do with your pouches and stuff. They were jokes about all right, stuff he's gotten flack for, worked into the material, and I'm like, wow, he gets it, and he's actively trying to do better. A lot of the art too, I've seen a lot of growth. The feet weren't great, but they were
there. They were there.
They were there and they were better.
All right.
I noticed a lot of attempt to adapt his style, like his effort here. That's one thing I was actually really impressed with. Because his work is usually garbage, and this was actually fairly decent. There was a few of the things he still hadn't gotten over. Like if you notice, Cable and Shatterstar had no lips.
Yep, I saw that.
Really weird. There's lines everywhere where there should just be shadow. Stuff like that is still present. It's not perfect, but I noticed a lot of progression here, and the story was actually. I mean, this wasn't your modern day Deadpool, just a clown and a fool from page 1 to the end page A to Z. There was an actual story here. It was a little dark.
Yep.
Which was more akin to the classic Deadpool stuff, and it's Liefeld, so he's bringing out the old gang. Friggin' Cable was there, Shatterstar was there, Kane of all people.
Yeah.
Friggin' former Maverick himself and stuff. Domino.
So what's this about? What we got?
I liked Domino.
Yep, this is about there's a mysterious goon character that's always trying to kill Deadpool at random wherever he goes, and he's searching for a super weapon to try to save the world and play good guy. But this old thing that's literally been chasing him for decades and has killed him repeatedly is just popping up, kills him, and then dips. Just snuff you, and then
snuff him and break out.
Yeah, didn't even throw up a gang sign. Just usually just takes off. So they get into the bottom of this with some help from some old friends. And most of the book takes place in flashback, which kind of bugged me. Yeah, but it did not take away from the story. I was also occupied by the fact that the story friggin' flowed. There's so much growth.
That was going to be my next question, because he's not a writer.
No, he is not. So I was actually damn impressed. It wasn't perfect, don't get me wrong. Like, it still got hung up on some things, but I felt that's more of the old man telling a story he's familiar with syndrome. Like, let me tell you, sit down, boy, let me tell you a story about my days back in, it was kind of like that.
It was.
Who was the editor on the book?
The editor was decent. Like, I figured there was probably a lot more fluff that was cut out of this.
Okay.
Because the story itself, once you get, out of the flashback into the actual progression of the modern day, it did just kind of it kind of zoomed by. It was a lot of, I don't know if there was much, a lot of it was filler backstory. But I did not hate this book, and I thought I would once I saw Liefeld on both the writing and the art.
Okay.
Jay?
It's like written and directed by.
Yeah. Written and directed by
Uwe Boll.
Oh, you beat me to it!
Nah, man, I agree with you 100% on everything you just said. I mean, for me, it was like, it definitely was like a step back in the time going through it. Because, for me, my intro to comics, my serious intro to comics was Feld's work. Because it was what dominated, that'd be the comics around me, the comic stores around me, and all my friends were just in love with Image when Image first dropped. It was like, oh my God, this is Image. It's so different than what you would see at the time.
Oh my God, it's all feathered hair and mullets.
Pretty much.
It was like him and Jim Lee were like
pretty much
the dudes.
Yeah.
Like,
and,
oh my God,
that's
these
what I
boobs are
got
so big. Oh wait, that's Captain America.
Pretty much. It's like, look at this, look at it, look at her, look at her, look at her. It really was like freaking adolescent teens, and it was awesome. So for me, it was a throwback to that, and you're absolutely right. It flowed very well, and I enjoyed it. When you said it to me, I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm able to pump through it, but I liked it a lot, man. It was great.
Yeah, it was a faster read too than most graphic novels.
Yep,
and
absolutely.
it wasn't short or anything. It was very surprising. This would actually make me look forward to the next Liefeld book just to see how much he can grow with the next endeavor. This one actually showed he's been paying attention to the criticism. And I remember after that Teen Titans book I mentioned, he got a lot, like, everyone was like, this is awful, this is ridiculous, how would you put someone so awful on such a good book? And he responded to all the criticism very gracefully, very professionally, and this shows that he took a lot of that to heart, and he learned from it, which is, this old dog has learned new tricks. I would actually recommend this book, not to everybody, but if you are a hardcore, and I say that only not because it was bad, but mostly because it's very deeply steeped in like Deadpool and X-Force history. Yeah. So if you're not a fan of those, most of this won't even make sense.
Right.
But if you are, there's a lot of like references to history. There's a lot of references just to comics in general. That Martha bit, yo.
Yeah, that joke.
Yeah. It was random too, which is
it really was.
And that's the thing. The comedy was there. You think Rob Liefeld, he doesn't know comedy. No, parts of this actually will make you laugh.
That was exactly what I thought when you said that. That's why I gave you the look like,
yeah. Okay, it'll make you laugh for different reasons. But no, I actually recommend this if you are a serious X-Force fan, a serious Deadpool fan. It's old school Deadpool back when he didn't just make jokes from being an end. He was kind of like an anti-hero. Right. Actually kind of like a villain.
Yeah.
But it works. It just works in this book. It's called Deadpool Bad Blood.
Yep. Check it out, man. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%, man. It's definitely a good read. Okay. Absolutely.
All right.
My major question is, how pansexual is he in this book?
They did not broach that, actually.
They did not.
And what's weird is they went into teenage Wade Wilson, and still, this was a book about friendship. So there's no, believe it or not,
no International Women's Day in this book.
No. Sorry. There was no pegging, not this time. But then again, there might be a sequel, so we'll see how Rob Liefeld draws it. Never mind. Yeah. Okay, so Deadpool
and we still have no feet. Yeah.
No feet. How are you going to do that with no feet?
No.
It can be done.
I'll give him a chance this time. Deadpool Bad Blood, recommended.
Absolutely.
All right, but no, those voices you heard chiming in belong to none other than friends of the show.
Hey, guys.
Meth and Awen joining us once again to talk about...
Once more with